because these are Christmas themed. Let's see what we have over here. I don't remember what we've done and what we haven't done. Doodle, I love Doodle. Doodle and Cakey Caboose. I know I was like, I've just bought 6, but I'm not sure which ones were the 6 that I got. Oh, I've definitely done this one. I remember doing this one. Mother Goose. We Hope Daddy. Bozeman Fire. I don't remember reading any of these. Bossy's Funnies, A Book of Jokes and Riddles. Jack and the Beanstalk. Little Puppy, Pokemon. Aladdin and Dumbo. Alright, well that's just... I'm thinking what I might do is just do from the top down whatever we've got. Alright, the first one I'm going to read is Mother Goose in the City. This little golden book belongs to Leah. Come, my children, come away, for the sun shines bright today. Little children, come with me, birds and brooks and posies see. Get your hats and come away, for it is a pleasant day. Bring the hoop and bring the ball, come with happy faces all. Let us make a merry ring, talk and laugh and dance and sing. Quickly, quickly, come away, for it is a pleasant day. Lazy Mary, will you get up, will you get up, will you get up? Lazy Mary, will you get up today? No, no, mother, I won't get up, I won't get up, I won't get up. No, no, mother, I won't get up, I won't get up today. To market, to buy a fat pig. Home again, chickadee jig. To market, to buy a plum bun. Home again, market is done. A diller, a dollar, a 10 o'clock scholar. What makes you come so soon? You used to come at 10 o'clock and now you come at noon. He's late to school. Georgie Porgy, pudding and pie, kissed the girls and made them cry, but when the girls came out to play, Georgie Porgy ran away. Georgie Porgy, pudding and pie, kissed the girls and made them cry, but when the girls came out to play, Georgie Porgy runs away. Georgie Porgy, pudding and pie, kissed the girls and made them cry, but when the boys came out to play, Georgie Porgy ran away. Yeah, different, interesting. The one I know, it's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring. Rain, rain, go away, come again another day. Little Tommy wants to play. One misty, moisty morning, when cloudy was the weather, there I met an old man, clothed all in leather. Clothed all in leather, with a cap under his chin. How do you do, and how do you do, and how do you do again? How do you do, Mr. Sir Leather? Dr. Foster went to Gloucester in a shower of rain. He stepped in a puddle right up to his muddle and never went there again. Dr. Foster went to Gloucester in a shower of rain. He stepped in a puddle right up to his middle and never went there again. This is not what I was expecting Mother Goose poems to be. Okay. Bobby shaft toes gone to sea, silver buckles on his knee. He'll come back and marry me, pretty Bobby shaft toe. Bobby shaft toes fat and fair, combing down his yellow hair. He's my love forevermore, pretty Bobby shaft toe. The late Madame Fry wore heels all and high, and when she walked by me, I thought I should die. What? Cobbler, cobbler, mend my my shoe, get it done by 2:30, do it neat and do it strong, I will pay you when it's done. Batter cake, baker's man, bake me a cake as fast as you can, roll it and pat it and mark it with a B and put it in the oven for baby and me. Handy Pandy, Jack a dandy, loves a plum cake and sugar candy. He bought some at the grocer's shop, and out he came, hop, hop, hop. Goodness. Ride a cock horse to Banbury Cross, to see a fine lady upon a white horse, rings on her fingers and bells on her toes. She shall have music wherever she goes. This little poem thing is referenced in my sleep story about the washing machine, and I never knew the laundry one on Headspace says, you know, that old rhyme with rings on her fingers and bells on her toes, and I'm always like, no, now I know it. Ride a cock horse to Banbury Cross to see what Tommy can buy, a penny white loaf, a penny white cake, and 2-penny apple pie. Hot cross buns, 1 a penny, 2 a penny, hot cross buns. If you have no daughters, give them to your sons, 1 a penny, 2 a penny, hot cross buns. Hush-a-bye, baby, lie still in the cradle, mother has gone to buy a soup ladle. When she comes back, she'll bring us some meat, and father and baby shall have some to eat. Fire in the window, flashes in the pane, fire on the rooftop, blazing weather wane. Turn about, weather vane, put the fire out. Sun's going down, sir, I haven't a doubt. Girls and boys come out to play, the moon doth shine as bright as day. Leave your supper and leave your sleep, and come with your playfellows into the street. Come with a whoop, come with a goal, come with goodwill or not at all. Up the ladder and down the wall, a halfpenny roll will serve us all. You find milk and I find flour, and we'll have pudding in half an hour. I feel like these pictures really don't have much to do with the stories. Deedle dumpling, my son John went to bed with his stockings on, 1 shoe off and 1 shoe on. Deedle dumpling, my son John. Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock struck 1, down he did run. Hickory dickory dock. Last one. And now good night, our play is done, farewell to each and every one. Okay, seriously though, what has that got to do with Mother Goose in the city? That was a ride. Let's do another one. How about We Help Daddy? We Help Daddy. This is one of my favourite, person who makes pictures. Illustrator, one of my favourite illustrators. Her name is Eloise Wilkin. And would you just look at these pictures? Look at them. They're gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous pictures. Okay. We help Daddy a lot. Benji and I. Daddy fixes the door. He calls hammer, please. Benji hands him the hammer. Then Daddy says, Sue, are you ready to help me too? I am Sue, so I hold out my hands to show I am ready. I bring the tin plate, then Benji puts the old rusty nails in it. You are a help, Daddy says to us. In the garden, Daddy and Benji pull out weeds. I pull out weeds too. I see a nice little snail. When he sees me, the snail puts his head in under his shell. Now we must water the plants, Daddy says. Benji turns on the faucet. He helps Daddy water the big flowers. I water the pink geranium with my very own little watering can. The hedge needs a haircut, Daddy says. Daddy picks up the shears and clip, clip, clip. The hedge is neat and tidy. Benji gathers the clipping and throws them in the wastebasket. I help him. Our dog Zip needs a bath. His paws are muddy has some burrs on his coat. Zip does not like baths. He runs away. Benji and I catch him. I wash his wiggly ears. Benji soaps his curly coat. Daddy washes Zip all over. Poor Zip looks so unhappy. We splash warm water all over Zip and then we rub him dry. Now Zip is nice and clean. The kitchen fence needs a coat of paint, says Daddy. Benji brings the paintbrush. I spread newspaper so that Daddy can put the paint can on it. We can see Mummy baking in the kitchen. She waves and says, "Hello, busy bees." Daddy dips the brush in the can and paints the rails. I run and get my own little paintbrush. Now I can help too. We have a new picture to hang, calls Mummy. We'll go into the living room. We all go into the living room. Benji and I hold the picture up. Daddy puts wire cord through the 2 rings. Daddy climbs the stepladder. I give him a hook to fix it in the wall. Then up goes the picture. It's hanging all crooked, says Benji. Daddy straightens the picture and says, "Thank you, Benji." Next we decide to make a bird feeder. Daddy has a wooden tray for the bottom. I need 2 pieces for the sides, he says. Benji hands him the wood and Daddy saws it in 2. I help Benji keep the hold while Daddy nails 1 piece of wood on each side of the tray. Then he nails the roof on and puts a big hook in it. I put breadcrumbs and seeds on the tray and we hang it near the kitchen window. We watch the birds eat. Let's get some logs for the fire, says Daddy. Benji and I push the wheelbarrow along. Daddy chops the logs and we pile them in the wheelbarrow and take them to the house. Our next job is to clean the car. Daddy takes the hose and splashes the car all over. Benji and Daddy wipe it dry. I help too. We need to polish, says Daddy. Daddy polishes the front. Benji polishes the sides. I polish the door handles. See how the car shines, says Benji. I'm glad I've got such good helpers, Daddy says with a smile. Last of all, we have to mend the handle on Benji's dresser. Where's the screwdriver? Asks Daddy. Benji finds the screwdriver for Daddy. Daddy takes off the broken handle and screws on the new one. Thank you, Daddy, says Benji. Wash your hands for supper, Mummy calls. Benji sees a nail sticking out of the bathroom door. That must come out before somebody gets hurt, says Daddy. I'll get the pliers, says Benji, and Daddy pulls the nail out. What would I do without my helpers? Daddy says to Mummy. After supper we are very, very sleepy. We had such a busy day helping Daddy. Mummy tucks us into bed and says Daddy and I are so pleased with our 2 helpers. Benji and I are very pleased too. Helping Daddy is fun. Look at these treasuries. Aren't they gorgeous? I wonder what would happen if I posted that now. I think we have time for one more, don't you? Let's see. How about 7 Little Postmen? This one seems new. Okay, 7 Little Postmen. A boy had a secret. It was a surprise. He wanted to tell his grandmother, so he sent his secret through the mail. The story of that letter is the reason for this tale of the 7 little postmen who carried the mail. Look at these kittens though. Look at them. Look at that. Look at that. That is gorgeous. So cute. Because there was a secret in the letter, the boy sealed it with red sealing wax. If anyone broke the seal, the secret would He slipped the letter into the mailbox. The first little postman took it from the box and put it in his bag and walked 17 blocks to a big post office, all built of rocks. The letter with the secret was dumped on a table with big and small letters that needed the label of the big post office. Stamp, stamp, clickety-click. The machinery ran with a quick, sharp tick. The letter with the secret is stamped at last, and the round black circles tells that it passed through the cancelling machine. Click, whiz, fast. Big letters, small letters, thin and tall. The second little postman sorts them all. The letters are sorted from east to west, from north to south. Look how happy this postman is. So happy. And this letter had best go west, said the second little postman, scratching his chest. Into the pouch, lock it tight. The secret letter must travel all night. The third little postman in the big mail car comes to a crossroad where waiting are a green, a yellow, and a purple car. They all stop there. There is nothing to say. The mail truck has the right of way. The mail must go through. Up. The mail must go through. Up and away, through sleet and hail. This airplane carries the fastest mail. The pilot flies through whirling snow as far and fast as the plane can go. Now the mail has landed in the evening train. Now hang the pouch on the big hook crane. The engine speeds up as the shining rails, and the fourth little postman grabs the mail with a giant hook. The train roars on with a puff and a snort, and the fourth little postman begins to sort. The train carries the letter through the gloom of the night in a mail car filled with electric light. To a country postman by a country road where the fifth little postman is waiting for his load. The mail clerk heaves the mail pouch with all his might to the fifth little postman, who grabs it tight. Then off he goes along the lane, up and over the hill until he comes to a little town that is very small, so very small. The post office there is hardly one at all. The sixth little postman in great big boots sorts the letters for their various routes, some down the river, some over the hill, but the secret letter goes further still. The seventh little postman on RFD carries the letters and papers, chickens and fruit to the people who live along his route. There were parts for a tractor, and a wig for an actor, and funny postcard for a little boy playing in his own backyard. There was something for Sally and something for Sam. There was something for Mrs. Potter, who was busy making jam. There were dozens of chickens for Mrs. Pickens, and a dress for a party for Mrs. McCarty. And the last house along the way is at the grandmother of the boy who had sent the letter with the secret in it. She had been wishing all day who would come to visit, for she lived all alone in a tiny house and sometimes felt quite lonely. The postman blew his whistle and he gave her the letter with the red sealing wax on it. The secret letter. Snakes alive, what is this about? Sakes alive, the secret is out, but what does it say? Dearest Granny, I am writing to say that I'm coming to visit on Saturday. My cat has 7 kittens, and I am bringing one to you for your very own kitten. The postman is my friend, your grandson, Thomas. The 7 little postmen. 7 little postmen carried the mail through rain and snow and wind and hail, through snow and rain and gloom of night. 7 little postmen out of sight, over land and sea, through air and light, through snow and rain and gloom of night. Put a stamp on your letter and seal it tight. And that is the 7th little postman. let's do one more. Let's do one last one. One last one. Let's do the Fire Engine book. Also a classic, a newly printed old classic. The Fire Engine book. Merry Christmas 2013. Love, Lorraine and Jasmine. Thomas didn't keep his book for very long. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 10 years Thomas got the book. Anyway. Ding ding goes the alarm. Firemen slide down the pole. Clang 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 goes the fire engine bell. The chief is on his way. Here they come, watch out, make way for the hose car. Hurry, hurry, jump on the hook and ladder truck. The people come running out to see the great big hook and ladder truck. Here they are at the fire. The chief tells his men what to do. Quick, connect the hoses. Goes the water. Crank, crank, up go the ladders, up go the firemen with their hoses. Chop, chop, chop goes the axes. Crash go the windows. Down the ladders come the firemen. They jump into the net to save things from the fire. A puppy is not a thing. Sput, 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 out goes the fire. Tired firemen and people go home. Hooray for the brave firemen. Hooray for the brave firemen. Okay. I hope you enjoyed these little golden book readings. We got, was it 4 in? We got the Fire Engine book, 7 Little Postmen, We Help Daddy, and the Crazy Mother Goose book. Alright, I hope that you enjoyed these little golden books, and I'll see you real soon in the next video. I hope you have a really